Hey guys, it's Drea. Today I'm doing a Throwback Thursday, which is basically looking back at a favorites from 1 year ago. So we're doing October 2016. I will link that video if you want. You don't need to watch it though, because I'm going to be talking about all the same products. But this is looking back on favorites from 1 year ago, and I like doing this because it's kind of like, you know, your opinion might change, you might use something up completely and have a fuller review on it, or, you know, it's just, you get to use things a little bit more, so you have a little bit of a better formed opinion sometimes. So that's what we're doing today. I hope you like it. Let's just jump right into it. When I watched back the video from last year, I was just shocked because this bottle was full, and now look at it. Now granted, this is in my makeup use up for the year, and we are right about down there. I probably only have 3, maybe 4 more uses out of this, and then it will be done. This is the Smashbox Studio Skin 15-Hour Wear Hydrating Foundation. You guys know me, you know I have very oily skin, and when you hear the word hydrating, you might be like, what are you on? But let me tell you, if you have oily skin, this works really well. And that's actually the reason I purchased it, because reviews on Sephora were a bunch of oily skin girls saying it works really well. What I would say for this is that, actually I'm wearing this today, just so you know. This is a medium, maybe a little bit of a like strong medium, but definitely not full coverage foundation. It's very skin-like. It will last all day, but you need to maintain it. And when I say maintenance on foundation, what I mean is you need to blot and repowder. As long as you do that, once you see your oil coming through, it will look as beautiful at the end of the day as it did when you first applied it. And it will go all day long, like 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. That's probably the extent of what I've 12 p.m. 12 a.m. That's probably the extent of what I've, you know, the time period I've worn this on. But you guys, it works so well. I love it. I love the way it makes my skin look. It's very natural looking, and that's what I like. Whether it's medium coverage, full coverage, whatever it is, I want my skin to look real. You know what I mean? We don't want like porcelain doll kind of mask likeness. At least I don't. Okay, next thing, I had showed a sample of this perfume. It is the Terry Mugler Angel Muse perfume, and actually I mentioned in that video how I was gonna ask for it for my birthday, and I did, and guess what? We all know. We all know what happened. I love this. It's so beautiful. It's like every perfume I love, there are factors that go into it. It's got to be sweet. It's got to be like a heavy sweetness, not a light, fresh sweetness. I like that heavy candy, very mature in a way, like not light candy like a teenager would like, but like kind of mature candy or mature sweetness. Literally one spray of this, like one spray of it, will last you all day long. And I just love that. I'm so happy that I have it now. The next thing is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Flawless Wear Concealer. This is a very thin formula, but very pigmented, very full coverage, and it's kind of drying. So I love this. I would say this is up there with like my top 2 probably favorite concealers. I have called this my holy grail, but now I think I might like the Tarte Shape Tape a little bit more, but they are very similar. If you like Tarte Shape Tape, this is a very, very, very similar formula. It's got just more of a traditional doe foot applicator. If you don't like drying concealers, you probably will hate this because it is a little bit drying, and you definitely have to have a hydrated under eye in the first place. But I love how full coverage it is, and we all know, like with my dark circles, that's what I need. Next thing is this, and I'm very sad about this. This was limited edition anyway, but Sephora has discontinued their whole Formula X nail polish line. I don't know why. I don't know that anybody ever got an answer to that one. But this is a limited edition one anyway, so you wouldn't have been able to get it. It's the Huda Beauty collaboration. It's called Baroque Babe. I'm not wearing it today, but it's basically like a pink, like a very pretty pink with gold reflect. When I wear this, I can't stop looking at my nails. Like the way it reflects in the light is just gorgeous, but I don't want to talk about it too much because you can't get it. Next thing is from Armani. This is an Eyes to Kill eyeshadow. These are similar in formula if you tried the L'Oreal Infallible eyeshadows. Very much the same in formula, very different in price. And that's what that looks like right there. This is the shade 8, which is called Champagne. This is the most gorgeous all over the lid shade. If you are like a bride, this would be absolutely stunningly gorgeous to wear for a wedding, but I just like to wear it every day. Like, it's just got that gorgeous like reflect, lightness to your eyes. It just makes you look youthful, I think, when you're wearing a little bit of a lighter lid shade on your eyes. So I really love these. I have one other color. Yeah, I think I just have one other color. Would like to expand my collection, but they are very hella expensive. Next thing, I couldn't believe watching back that this was only the first time I had mentioned this being a favorite, but it's the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. This is in the shade medium brown. I don't know how many times I've repurchased this. I'm sure you all know what this looks like. It's got the mini pencil on one side and then the spoolie on this side. I have found dupes for the pencil. I've never found a dupe for the spoolie. This is the best spoolie in the world. It blends out the color like no other. Like, it really just gives you that natural look. I wear a brow pomade when I want to be a little bit more carved out and dramatic, which is what I'm doing today. And then I will wear this on like more natural days or days that I just want something really fast, because I do spend a little bit more time being precise with the pomade than I have to with this. The only thing with this is if you have oily skin, the tail of it sometimes will kind of disappear throughout the day, so you might need to touch it up. Next thing, I have not touched this in a very long time, so I don't know that I could still call it a favorite. This is from DreaCN. It's the Modster Smooth Ride Supercharged Eyeliner. It's just a black liner. It's very creamy. I mean, I haven't touched it in months and it's still super creamy. This sets once you put it on, so it's really, really great. The only reason I haven't touched this, I think, is just because I have so many black eyeliners and I try to use different ones, so I'm getting use out of them, which is really dumb. I should probably just have one I really love and use it until I'm finished with it, instead of buying so many different black eyeliners. Like, who needs that many? I don't know. Next is what's on my lips. It's a combination of these two things. This is the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Pencil in Naked 2. This is a really good lip pencil if you just want something that's gonna go with a lot of different nudes. Like, look at that. It's just like the perfect nude shade, and it glides. Like they say it glides, it does. And then this one is Wet n Wild 912C, called In the Flesh. That's what's on my lips right now, but I'll swatch it anyway. I really like this for a fall nude, or a fall, I don't want to say nude because it's not nude, but like a fall neutral. It goes with so many different things. It's a little bit more of a deeper nude, I guess, depending on your skin tone though. It could be a nude on lots of skin tones. But for me, this is like a deep neutral for the fall, and I really like it. So I have busted it out recently and been wearing it a lot, wearing it today. Also wearing today one of these blushes. So these are both from Tarte. This one is Exposed, which everybody and their mother, I think, knows what this looks like, but it's basically just like a very neutral, I keep worrying I'm gonna get stuff on my sleeve. Okay, it's like a very neutral everyday color. You know, it's just a little bit of color for your cheeks. It's nothing crazy special. It's just a matte shade. But this one is in Oasis, and this came in a kit, which is why it's a smaller mini. So I don't know if this is part of their regular line. If it is, of course, you know, I list everything down below. This is like Exposed, but a little bit deeper. So it's basically its older sister, just a little bit more dark, a little bit more of a burnt shade, and this is the blush that I'm wearing today. Also really appropriate for fall. Both of these are very appropriate for fall. Do you know that I've always wanted a fireplace in every house that I've lived in, and I've never gotten my wish? And when we moved to this house, it was between this one and another one, and the other one had this rec room with this gorgeous brick wall with a huge fireplace. I was so sad when we didn't get that house. I love the house we're in now, but it doesn't have a fireplace. And on a day like today, I don't know if you can tell by the lighting situation, supremely overcast, there's no sun whatsoever in the sky, and it is raining. And I was just thinking to myself, it would be so nice to have a cozy fire going, but not to be, not to be. Okay, very last makeup product is this. You cannot get this anymore, so every once in a while I like to bust it out and taunt you guys with it because you can't get it. No, seriously, I actually feel bad showing this on camera a lot of the time because I know a lot of people missed out and were sad, and this goes for, I don't even know the amount on like eBay and secondary sites, but crazy amounts of money. This is the Kat Von D Me Vida Loca palette. It's just a rainbow palette. I love the way it's designed, although it does slide out of this container like really easily, and a couple times I've been scared that I was gonna smash it. But anyway, I love the layout of this. You've got all the rainbow, and then you've got all these neutrals, which is just genius that they did that. Like, that is the genius part of this palette. Not that you get all these colors, but that they also give you so many different like regular neutrals to work with. I have loved this palette. I usually bust it out in October a lot because it's great for Halloween looks. I used this last year when I did my Halloween look for my butterfly mask, which was like, basically I took this palette and this was one half of my face and that was the other half with like a butterfly design. It was beautiful, but whatever, you guys don't care about that. Anyway, I love these. They're super pigmented. My favorite shade, and actually has quite a dip, is this one here, which is the purple in Anthem. Let me also swatch like a green and the orange and one of the pinks, just so you can see like the quality. And I'm a broken record when it comes to Kat Von D. The thing I always say is you get lots of fallout, but if you tap off your brush and you just go in, you know, they're absolutely perfect shadows. Like, I love Kat Von D shadows, I love Anastasia shadows. They're both known for having quite a bit of fallout, but they build up so nicely, they blend so nicely, they blend themselves almost. And what I will say, since we're talking about it, I know you can't get this one, but every year she comes out with a holiday palette. That's what this was. It was a holiday palette from 2 years ago. Every year the holiday palette is well thought out, well planned, as good quality as her regular shadows. We cannot say that for every brand, cough cough, Too Faced, cough cough, but Kat Von D is always like amazing quality when it comes to the holiday palette. So if you are gonna get a limited edition holiday palette, I would say always go for the Kat Von D one over anything else. It's gonna give you amazing quality. And this year it's the Saint and Sinner palette, which I just bought. I've used a handful of times. I think it's up to par with this one. I really love it. So there you go. The last favorite was Marshmallow Fireside. And I don't want to talk about this too much because I've talked this to death. To death. It might as well just kill over and die. I've talked it to death. I love this. It's my favorite candle scent. Since I'm not going to talk about that one, I figured I would talk about a different one so that you guys might get some new information. I just bought this the other day. This might be one of the best candles I've ever smelled next to Marshmallow Fireside. It's called Warm Apple Pie, also from Bath & Body Works. I don't know why it says Hello Sugar, but the design is cute, but it's called Warm Apple Pie. And on the top, like, look at the design. It's so adorable. The reason I love this candle so much is because it's not your typical apple cinnamon. It's not just apple and cinnamon. This actually smells like an apple pie. Like, you can smell the crust of the pie. It smells like apple crumble or apple pie. It's amazing. And this is in stores right now. So that's why I wanted to talk about this one, because it's something different for me to talk about than always talking about damn Marshmallow Fireside all the time. So that's it for my Throwback Thursday today. I hope that you found this valuable, like good information. Let me know if you want me to continue this series, because honestly, it is not like the most viewed series on my channel, and some of you really like it, but again, like not a lot of people watch it. So let me know what your feedback is on this whole series as a whole. But that is it for today. Subscribe if you're new here. I'd love to see you around in the future. And if you have a minute to give this a thumbs up, that helps me a lot. If you like the video, of course. But yeah, I hope you're having a wonderful day. I hope you're loving yourself and speaking kindly to yourself. Don't be mean to yourself. But that's it for today. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.